The former president of Malawi, Lazarus Chakwera, to go to jail. This is something that has been officially been decided by the newly elected president of Malawi, Lazarus Chakwera, close allies. And I'm going to unveil to you 6 officials that are going to be sentenced to jail in Malawi together with Lazarus Chakwera. After the inauguration of the newly elected president of Malawi, Peter Mutharika, he has declared that there are some things that the former government did to innocent Malawian, but is not going to take it lightly. Investigation is still going on. Investigation underwater are still being done. The question is that, who are these officials that are going to be arrested together with Lazarus Chakwera? Today on Christnoland TV, I'm going to unveil to you the 6 officials and the reason why the former vice president was killed because of this corruption scandal that has been happening in Malawi. And on our today episode, we are going to reveal the dark truth of Lazarus Chakwera without hiding anything on our today news. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. God bless you. God bless you. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and click the notification button for you to never ever miss any news that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. We as Christnoland TV, our main objective is to make sure that Africans are educated, Africans get important news, more so whatever that is currently happening here in Africa. As we always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business. On our today episode, I want to unveil to you, after the swearing in of Peter Mutharika, the president of Malawi, what is really going to happen, and whatever that Lazarus Chakwera has been doing to innocent people, and what led to the death of Dr. Chilima, who was the vice president of Malawi. Today, without fearing anything, we are going to unveil to you how dangerous is Lazarus Chakwera, someone that has been claiming to be close to God. But today, there is something that is currently happening in Malawi that people are very excited. After the inauguration that happened on Saturday, most of the people supported Peter Mutharika. In official statement, people are waiting that what next after Peter Mutharika has been sworn in. He came out and he said that those people that has been in corrupt government, those people that were in that former government are going to face the consequences. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Lazarus Chakwera. And on our today episode, we are just going to unveil what Lazarus Chakwera has done to innocent Malawian without fearing anything. Our work is to expose the head of state that got bad intention here in Africa. This is going to shock you. Stay tuned, because after this, Lazarus Chakwera is going to be sentenced life imprisonment. After this is going to be done, and 6 other officials that were in that is government, and what led to the death of Dr. Chilima, who most of the Malawian used to love him. Most of the Malawian trust in Dr. Chilima, and they believed that one day Dr. Chilima could be the president, but his life was cut short. Investigation were done very fast. But do you know what really happened and who killed Dr. Chilima? I'm going to unveil to you the reason why that really happened. Was it a fatal accident, or was the accident planned? Stay tuned, because we are going to shock you. The former president of Malawi, Lazarus Chakwera, was involved in the year 2020. He was involved in major corruption scandal that involved $150 million, something that could be a half of Malawian revenue. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera was involved in that scandal. This is the scandal that led to the death of Dr. Chilima. You know very well that time, they also say that in that corruption scandal, Dr. Chilima was involved in 280,000 That is the amount of money that so many people were looking at. That is the amount of money that people were surprised. How comes they were saying that? Where did Dr. Chilima get this a lot of money, and what really happened in that process? Dr. Chilima, who was the vice president, was accused receiving $280,000. Where did the money come from? And who was the person responsible for this money? And why did Dr. Chilima died? The first person, and this made Dr. Chilima to be stepped aside by Lazarus Chakwera. Do you know Dr. Chilima was killed? It was not a fatal accident. This was a plan, and this is something that was planned by Lazarus Chakwera because of this scandal, this corruption scandal. He knew very well that Dr. Chilima had come out and said that he wanted to reveal everything about Lazarus Chakwera. He was going to expose the plan and what Lazarus Chakwera had towards the government of Malawi. So, what really happened is that they led to the death of Dr. Chilima. It was Lazarus Chakwera who was first in forefront that killed Dr. Chilima, because he knew that this guy was going to expose him, that he was going to do everything to make sure that he was put behind bars after making him to step down. That was the reason why Dr. Chilima's life was cut short. Do you remember that the investigation wasn't done properly? It was just done fast. And the person that funded those people to do this investigation, it was Lazarus Chakwera, together with those people that fund him to do that corruption case. So today you have know what led to the death of Dr. Chilima. It wasn't a fatal accident. It was a plan because of this corruption scandal that had involved the president together with that foreign state in Malawi. The second person that was involved in this corruption case that is going to spend his life in jail, it was the Minister of Land known as Kizi Musukwa. Kizi Musukwa is the second person. The third person is the Minister of Energy known as Newton Kambala. For those people that know who is Newton Kambala has been a notorious head of state in Malawian government. This is someone that has been helping Lazarus Chakwera in squandering government money for their own self-interest. Your life is in danger. The other minister was the Minister of Labor known as Ken Kandondo. Ken Kandondo was also involved in this corruption scandal. The other president was the chief of staff known as Prince Kapombogala. The other person was Inspector General of Police known as George Kainja. Those were the people that have been involved in this corruption scandal, and the main reason why Dr. Chilima was killed in this process. This is someone that most of the Malawian trust in him, and may peace, may justice be served to Dr. Chilima after I've exposed how dangerous was Lazarus Chakwera, the ex-president of Malawi. Without fearing anything, our main objective is to make sure that the head of state that having bad intention towards Africans, we are going to expose them. That is the end of whatever that is happening in Malawi towards Lazarus Chakwera versus Dr. Chilima. In our next episode, I'm going to unveil to you the plan of Cameroon. They are going to hold their general election on October 12th. Stay tuned, because the reason why Paul Biya isn't campaigning, and he hasn't even started campaigning, and the reason why Maurice Kamto isn't involved in political issues in Cameroon. We are going to head direct to Cameroon to inform our audience on whatever that is happening in Yaoundé. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. Road is to 120,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. If you are new here, kindly 5 seconds for you to subscribe. God bless you. God bless you. If it wasn't for you guys, we would not be where we are today. We are going to start our new podcast that is coming this Saturday. Stay tuned, because the issue that we'll be discussing is about African matters. As you always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business. Game over.